Okay, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome, we're back. We're playing some more EU4. I just had a banana for lunch, and this is my quick intro into the second half of this stream today. Rather than do like a 7-hour session and just have one huge 7-hour video on YouTube, I figure I should just cut it into 2 pieces so that, because who's really going to sit down and watch a 7-hour video on YouTube? Really? I mean, come on, you're going to skip through most of it. You know you will, don't lie. Probably going to skip through most of a 3-hour video too, aren't you? Okay, we almost have enough for a claim on Portugal, it looks like. We are getting counter-espionaged by England, which is annoying. We have a diplomat free. Does anyone remember what he was working on before he helped me declare war on Ming? What's his task right now? I already have a claim on France. I need more claims on Scotland. I know I do want to do that. I think for now we send him off to Scotland. If I needed to do a peace deal with Ming, what would I... No. Let's just have him spy on Ming, because he's close enough that I can get him back within 1 month. And also, I'm going to need to have spy network strength against Ming for future claims after this war anyway. So we get the double benefit, right? We get increased siege speed, and we also get the claims that we need soon anyway. So it's good. Okay, alright, these guys are gonna move over there. Now my mouse feels weird because it's not doing that. Like, there's always an adjustment period. It's like, it feels weird, it's moving funny, and now it's not moving funny, which means that it's moving funny. It's moving differently than it did a moment ago. So I've gotta adjust. He is heading to a province called Running. This army is, or was, heading north. I almost feel like I should just kind of put a single troop in Beijing, or, you know what, why don't we take this, which is a siege stack, and send it north to replace the combat stack, and have the combat stack come down here and deal with that. That seems good, because these guys are done with their task. They're ready to turn around. So you stop here. You stop here. You're not even done with your task. You head this way. He's heading into Running. I actually don't want to rally into Hefi. I think I want to rally into this province here. '24th versus the 26th. It's actually faster to go to that province. The armies that I'm concerned about him trying to pick off, he's going to go into Running, and then he's going to go into Hefi, probably. So 18th versus the 18th. They're both going to be there the same day. Just go one day. And then we'll combine this whole army. We'll put a guy with some maneuver in charge to just get them the hell out of there in case he's trying to actually engage one of these armies. And my army is going to pick off a 6 stack, apparently, on the 30th. Some of these troops need to recover, though, so let's not take all of our men. Let's actually just take 3 infantry and 5 cannons. And have these guys all hang out. So they can get the recovery tick. There we go. On the 1st, they'll be in this province, in our own land. They'll get a recovery tick. The other army can engage him. I didn't mess that up, right? We still are cutting him off. I did reverse the leaders. No, I did not. Shu was in charge of the right army. Okay, I'm probably overthinking some of this stuff. Where is that guy? He is helping maneuver those guys. He's actually better at combat, though, than this guy, so take him there, and we'll take the other guy down here. You done before the end of the month? No. You guys all hang out there. Okay, 5th. We're gonna get out just in plenty of time. Now he's, look at that, he's forced marching back. Where are you going now? He's not. If he was going here, he'd go that way. He's going maybe for the capital army. Or he's trying to get here. He's probably trying to reinforce and protect this army. Excellent, beautiful deployment. Let's put the cannons on the end in the front row instead of behind the infantry where they can actually shoot. And cannons have a flanking range of 3. If there was a cannon right here, it could go straight down, over by 2, equals he could shoot that guy. Why deploy here when you can deploy over here? Right? We have 50% increased flanking. Yeah, they can flank by 3. That means we could have deployed a cannon here and here, and they'd both be able to shoot that outer infantry. But nah, it's front row. Front row sounds like more fun. If he actually is going to go for this army, I want it to be behind a fort. So you guys can actually head over to here for now. While we wait. No, keep going this way, because if I can swap these 2 armies, then we can actually get out there. And if you're not going to poke your navy out, I mean, I know he's trying to stop my navy. We should just try to poke out for the siege sticks, at the very least. Alright, he's actually trying to siege. Shoot, I should transfer that to, one of my subjects with better defensiveness. If he's going to try to siege me out... how did you get up here? You don't belong up here. Yeah, we could just delay him. Just delay him by a ton. His siege sticks against my lands are 31 days. Defensiveness here is, well, it's 50% in that province. He's actually pretty low right now. But I'm sure I could find a subject who's got like 60% defensiveness. One of my guys is a march. Some march somewhere's got to have it. Alright, next siege stick is in 21 days. Takes us 5 days to actually get out of port. We're going to poke out, see if we can get it done. This combat stack should not merge up with the other 2, so let's combine these 2 together and have them go that way. We'll swap the others over. While you guys are waiting for the relief force, why don't we spread out a couple infantry. See if we can bait him out of going there. He'll probably... okay, so now that we know he's in this, like, unsiege land mode, we're going to find our strongest march, which is Catalonia or Savoy. Which one? Catalonia's got 20% defensiveness. Savoy's got 60%. Looks like Savoy's the one. Senui is losing money rapidly. Good. Notice how he transferred it back to me right away? Because I went from the other guy. They always do that. You gotta pay attention to that. And now he's got to deal with a 47-day siege stick, which buys me time to knock down his forts. And this time, he doesn't seem to want to be coming out and fight my navy. I don't know what's changed, but... He's not liking that, is he? Now he's decided he does want to fight. I guess he was repairing those heavies. I'm gonna lose a few more transports. Oh well. Alright, so the combat, or the siege stack has arrived. It's not as good at sieges. Do we want to keep the siege guy there, though? I think yes. So we're gonna rebalance them then to do this. So I want to leave behind 8 infantry, and then these guys are gonna come back to join up with the other half of the combat stack. Could leave a couple more cannons, but it's fine. It doesn't make any difference, really. Leave him alone. He's busy. Yeah, it turns out my navy's, no. I've got heavies over on the other side of the country, on the other side of the planet, but not over here. He didn't take tech, did he? He did not. So we still have a tech advantage. I'm looking forward to the first real engagement with him. There goes his capital. That goes to Senwi. Primary stack is moving to Kaifeng. Is here. He could be going for this army. We're gonna have everyone head up to here. And since I don't really care about the trade power that much, I'm going to transfer these lands to Savoy just in case I forget to track his primary army. And we miss out on the trade power. Like, we could have trade power and be forcing more money away from Ming right now, but what we gain is that we gain me not forgetting, which has value. That looks pretty likely to be an engagement, and you're going in the wrong direction. It's flat terrain, 8-8, 808. It's not good. I'm gonna back off. I hate giving up sieges, but the whole purpose of my siege stacks is that they are supposed to be effective, but minimal. They just try to put pressure on the forts, and if they are ignored, they will knock them down quick. But if they face resistance, they just run away. They are not for combat. That's what these stacks are for. This stack is the primary. It's designed to actually fight stuff. May 4th. Here I got caught not paying attention to every single army on the map. Not large enough to stack wipe my army, and if we put a decent leader here, we're in the mountains, he's crossing a river. Got one maneuver. Let's put a guy in charge. I mean, it's a 108 army. It's probably gonna have a hard time, that's for sure. And we have 61 war score right now. Let's come back from Ming and see how he's looking for the peace deal already. The combat stack is ready to, I think, start moving over. Nice roll. Yes, you're getting flanked like crazy, but you're a brave, brave man. 10 versus -3. Oh, geez, wow. First shock phase, 8 versus a 2. Should we force march to relieve them? I mean, it's only 2 military points. We have the military points, so let's just do it. Why not? Let's save Private Ryan right now. We're waiting on a diplomat. He's on medium enthusiasm, probably because of ongoing battles. Without that, he'd probably be done. Looks like my subject is forced marching to Chongqing anyway. Did we already pay the military points? I hope not. I think we did. I think we did go one day. Might as well just leave it on then. Then again, putting more troops... Oh, what? Combat. Excuse me? There is going to be combat here. The army that's marching into Longjiang is just the 1 infantry stack. So that's really bad for him. This war is not going well for Ming. Okay, diplomat back? Not yet. We're spying on Naples so that we can potentially have a discount on tech. That's the only real reason. He still has quite a few forts left. He's got 3 over here, a 4th one here. But we're at 65 war score. And we've got most of his country occupied. I need to make sure that every Hisenwi claim is occupied, so let's focus on that real quick. We've got everything except for that one. Let's get an army down there. We're not going to want to peace out until we have that criteria met. So 0 dip stuff. I've got 4 claims on him for myself. It's going to cost me 276. We can afford it. The aggressive expansion doesn't matter. The prestige is good. Anything that's claimed by Hisenwi can go to Hisenwi. And this other province is, it's only 3 development, but I would prefer to not have to pay dip for it, so we'll wait at least a month or 2 till we can get that other province sieged down as well. May or may not be any more combat. I think we're pretty much done. I'm not going to be taking anything extra. I'm not going to be... The only other thing I'd even consider would have been at one point making him annul his treaties with Korea again, just so that he can't have an ally, but I really don't care. There we go, and now his heavies are fighting my huge fleet of light ships, which... Again, I don't even care. I lose some light ships, whatever, I'll build a few hundred more. Like, they can die, that's fine. I would like to actually do a combat. Like, I want to try the combat stack out against him. Also, I gotta reevaluate. I think we gained combat width, didn't we? The combat stack is currently set to be 32 wide. We need to add 2 more infantry to it. So 30... Look at that. 5 ships. Don't care. I'll throw money away just to murder your navy. It's fine. Are you gonna move to a province where we can actually fight you? Hmm? Or are we just gonna end up peacing out? Peace is coming in 30 days. That means that on July the 1st we can pull our diplomat back from Ming and get the peace deal. He is! Look at this, he's actually marching over here. He wants to fight me. Nice! I want to fight him. I don't care about that siege anymore. I don't care about these sieges anymore. We're not going to be at quite full combat with, but yeah, we don't need to do this, right? It's just a waste of manpower. I just want to. I want to fight his army. Actually, pretty shy of the right amount of men. Do it anyway. Should we do it? I'm being silly. Should we just not do it? Why? Oh. That's gross. I'm the aggressor in the mountains against Gong Giming Wu. That would be a sizable rebellion for him. Yeah, that kind of makes me want him to, you know, like not, let's just not fight him then. Yuck, bad fight. Ugh. I don't want to be involved in this. That's also going to make him not want to be in the war. Might as well deplete his manpower? Yeah, but why? Like, it's gonna be 10 plus years till I can attack him anyway. He'll recover his entire manpower pool in 10 years. He's not gonna fight anyone else. It's not like me sitting at war fighting him is gonna make him unable to declare war on Fortune or Korea or Oirat or something. Like, it's not gonna stop him, really. All it's gonna do is cost me time and money. And if he's got rebels to deal with, that just makes it even easier to piece him out. So, although I did take tech to make the war easy, I don't think we're actually going to fight him right now. Kind of a letdown, I know. Go find some loot. Start to consolidate these armies together. That gets transferred to Senwi, and now we're just waiting 13 days for a diplomat. We can peace out. Let him have some fun with those rebels. I'm not going to fight him. Although it is kind of annoying that we were like 50% chance to take the province, and then they spawned on me and made me the aggressor. Okay, 0 dip peace deal. It's not even that much aggressive expansion or overextension, honestly. We get 4 provinces. We could take more, but long term, we have a deficit right now of like 5,000 diplo points worth of vassals to integrate, so spending any dip on taking extra land, especially if he's not a rival, is, I think, fairly nonsensical. This is going to connect all this land. That'll be nice. You guys can all head to here. That would make that 6, 10, 12. It's 12 over there. Make it 14, 16. That is a 16 stack of its own. Can go to like Hangzhou. These 2 stacks can stay here, and I think we're good. Okay, so peace. .46, 08, 01. So we declared war in 08. No, we declared war in 06. Sorry, 45. It's been less than a year. It's been 9 months. 9-month war with Ming. And the peace deal is only going to be for 64 war score. So we'll have an 11.5-year truce. I don't care about his money. I don't care about really any of this stuff. It's fine. I'm not missing any provinces, right, guys? Right? You miss a claim. See, that's why I'm checking. What claim am I missing? That one up there? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got that one, and then these 3. Okay. Now we're good, right? We could take money from him. And that, I mean, I'm willing to take some money from him. But war reps, no. Got kicked out of... Damn, she got kicked out of England. That's horrible. Start coring our lands. We'll get rid of our corruption. Subjects with high liberty desire. We got a looming disaster. That's not going to be a problem if I did my math right earlier. So that was the big war with Ming. The other war we were trying to declare was this thing on Portugal, who's now, of course, counter-espionaging me, making this take even longer because my subjects are idiots and can't bother to fabricate on their only neighbors. I thought I could count on them. I did. I really did. And turns out you can't. You should never count on your subjects, ever. We have 41 ships there, and the Ming sucks replacement navy is slightly too large then. We'll send it down there, and any extra... I do need 2 more for the other fleets, wherever those ended up. I think I have down here. You need another transport, and so do you. Because this is actually a primary stack. Should be 32 infantry, 2 cav, 16 cannons. Makes the primary how big again? 48, it's 50. 25 and 25. Okay, that's good. Update this one to full combat width as well. This is a double siege stack. You have any unrest, sir? You do not. I had ferried this army over from Ireland. You need another transports. No provinces available to build in. Really? You mean like these up here? Pretty sure there are provinces available for you to build in, game. You gotta look a little harder. This is a combat stack. It's got this is one of the older models. It's got 4 cav in it. So we just need 2 infantry here. No provinces available to build in because Savoy is disloyal. Senwi's gonna stop being loyal too soon as well. But he did take some debt on, which is good. Pay that off. Maldives, no debt. No debt, no debt. Matsumasuaka, no debt, no debt, no debt. No debt, no debt, no debt. Oh, there we go. No, that's Bob the Wall Builder. Bob's electoral votes, rather. Why are you losing money? You actually, you're building an army? What do you need an army for? You don't have any claims. Alright, next big war. This one's gonna be fun, I think.
Do you plan to dismantle HRE or will just straight up conquer them?
I believe if we can, that dismantling the HRE will be better because once the HRE is disbanded, then the increased 50% aggressive expansion for conquering HRE provinces goes away. So by disbanding the HRE, you reduce aggressive expansion. It depends on what it looks like when we get to the point where we're actually eating into the HRE. Actually, Awesome Scorpion, I understand your theory here. Like, if we declare war on Hejaz, go full occupy the Ottomans and then white peace so they have 20 war exhaustion and then they implode, sounds like a good plan, right? It is, but then I will have no valid rival. Sometime in the next 30 years, I'm gonna fall below 50 power projection again, and I need a valid rival. So I would prefer to actually make the Ottomans explode after I have used them. They're my most likely available rival. Possibly France. I mean, we do share a sea tile adjacency with him, so I'm really hoping that we get a valid rival soon. I don't want to be below 50 power projection for the entire second half of the game. Let's just think about this. If we have if the game goes to 1821 and it's currently 1646, that's 175 more years, 12 months per year, times 3 monarch points per month if you have over 50 power projection. Let's just say for the rest of the game, I miss out on being above 50 power projection. That's 6,300 monarch points. That's so much. We have to make sure we keep our power projection high. And we can't count on the game to play nice. So, we gotta check all over the whole map again because it's been some time. We need a diplomat. Gotta wait for that. We're spying on Naples, not for claims, but for tech. Portugal's being a bastard. Brittany is now holy warring Pequot. So he is... Ugh, these nasty Breton increased cores. I think we need to declare war on him soon so we can seize his 3 colonies here. This is part of the next colonial area over, though. So this would actually go to Bob's nursing home, which would actually be good. Then again, Breton colonies having increased coring costs doesn't matter because I'm not going to pay for anything. They can. They're still going to be a subject at the end of the game anyway. So, you know, they can be whatever. So in that way, if he actually finishes a 5th colony here, then I could actually maybe have 3 separate colonial nations with over 10 provinces, and colonial Eastern America can get 3 separate merchants. Which sounds just splendid. This army, if it can, which it can't. Actually, it can. I have ships. I have ships somewhere. This army... I think we want to move down into this area to be near Portuguese Louisiana. I can't get through Newfoundland right now. But in the next few months, we're going to declare war on Portugal. Despite the fact that we are, yes, currently guaranteeing him. We had some spy network strength against Ming. Was it enough for a claim yet? Not even. Probably go back to spying on Ming. Ming is going to claim my lands. That's funny. Okay, threaten war right now on people that I don't actually want to fight for real. That is the main thing that I want to do. So let's check truce timers with everyone. We've got a truce with Gujarat until December of 46. So 46. I did 7 threatened wars, apparently 5 years ago in December. So in December we can do Kong, Gujarat, Assam, Mali, Tlemcen, Milan, and Castile. All of them I can threaten again. Truce is here. Orissa, we fed back his cores. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream earlier. But I'd done that war. Truce with Assam? Yes. Truce with Nepal, I think, is more recent. Nope, about the same. No truce with Mongyang. We wanted to gain piety, but we're about to take tech. We already took some tech. 2 years away. Now would be the time to try to do impious wars. Attack Sunnis. So we should attack, like, Mali. We should attack Mali in December. When I declare war on Portugal, that's going to gain me some piety. I do have 2 years. I have like a year and a half to get my piety negative. So we can handle like 1 piety gaining war. But it would be nice to be able to attack like Songhai, Kong. Ajuran is a Muslim. We could attack him when this truce comes up. That is also coming up soon. I do have a huge army adjacent to him, and he's got all of his forts mothballed. I think I'm done for the most part protecting his army. Except that we're waiting for those troops to merge up. We can wait a little bit. Any other truces? Yes, Aragon's truce came up. Catalonia is currently disloyal though, so he's not going to really win this war for me. Has France changed their attitude towards surrendering my provinces to me? No. Any change with Venice? No. I took the Papal States last province recently. I threatened him. I gotta stop looking at Catholics. There's no point. I want my piety to be negative. The only piety gaining war I can really declare right now is the Portuguese one because it's just so good. So, I think we wait until we have spy network on him. We'll just keep building up some claims on this guy. Ming Plosion, anyone? Korchin separatists? Ming particularists? Gonna raise autonomy, make it easier for me to take land. Our 4 siege stacks have formed up again. This one took a beating. It needs some recovery, it looks like. Yep, I agree. I agree. It looks to me like Ming's trying to pop as well. I did have this land as actual states. Can we build any? I don't normally look over here. Are there any buildings I can build here? We have access to great mosques now. I usually don't think that they're worth the money. Shipyards. We like shipyards. We are a people of boats. I'm reminded of, what's the new movie? What I was talking about before. Is there like a trade? Is there a trade good that I'm missing out on that you want that for? What trading bonuses do we not have? We've got... Right now we have ivory, tropical wood, silk, cocoa, tobacco, sugar, cotton, coffee, spices, Chinaware tea, copper, naval supplies, fur. We don't have fur. Fur is just yearly prestige. Who cares about that? Chance of air, don't really matter. Slaves, we're at 17%. We could practically have that. We just need to maybe get a little bit more. Once I integrate Betsamis Raka, we'll have it for sure. Land force limit plus 20% if we could get some more grain. That's just about keep on conquering stuff. Salt. Salt would be really quite nice. Gives you a ton of money. Regiment costs also affects maintenance cost, because maintenance cost is based on regiment cost. National unrest. Wine would be great. There's only a few that we don't have, really. I mean, it's just this right here. Everything else we already have, so... I just think it'll happen naturally. I'm not gonna really put a huge amount of extra effort into it. Okay, we're like 3 months away from being able to declare in Portugal. Are we in position? My navy hasn't even gotten up there to move that navy over. That army over. I think Bob the Wall Builder will be fine, though, to take that army out. We're only at 22 prestige. Integration. Should check on integration status. We are at 1150 integration, and my prediction, my rough estimate, is that the integration cost should be about... It was like 17... High 1700s, maybe 1800. But I also don't know, did I give him more land? I might have. May have threatened land for him at one point. Maldives has 495. He actually did one click of development, apparently. Okay. That would be our fourth province. So we're about to get another Bob. Exciting. Any other colonists that I have, I want to send over to here. I want to get an actual merchant out of that guy. The disaster doesn't really concern me. We're down to a smaller number. Only 1%, and there was some modifier dropping off at some point. I like this song a lot. We're just listening to a big mix, like it's just a medley of all kinds of Paradox music. It's Hearts of Iron 3, 4, 2, Victoria 2, EU4, not EU3, but the next time we play, I will have some EU3, I think, mixed in. 1 month to go, Portugal, then you're gonna die. Where are my ships? We'll pull back our diplomat from Ayutthaya because it's clearly the least valuable one. On occasion, I don't really need to integrate him anytime soon, so there is a truce with Milan. Milan, how do you feel about giving up some more land, buddy? Just saw the pop-up, said my truce expired, and yet apparently not. Apparently just kidding, not really. Ooh, another promoted culture. That'd be nice. Okay. Gujarat, Castile. Yes, in theory, these things are true. Except not really. Breaking truce. Lamsan, Mali, Assam, Kong, and the rigged treasure fleet has arrived. Okay, we're gonna do a bunch of things here at once. This is gonna be 1646, 1201, pre-war Portugal. We wait 1 more month so that we can sneak. I think I don't need to worry about port. He doesn't even have any forts, so it doesn't. We don't have to like declare on the first or anything. This is the month we're going to declare. We have 20 spy network strength. What we're going to do is we're going to use the fact that we have exploration ideas to allow us to fabricate a claim on somebody that's overseas. Unless, am I like a complete moron and this whole time I've been able to declare colonialism? God damn it! God! God damn it! Why didn't someone say something? You probably did, right? This is where everyone's gonna say, we did, we said it, And then I'm gonna be like I'm just gonna feel like an idiot for having not done it, not even checked. I didn't even think to check before. Oh God, does that also maybe explain why my idiot subjects don't have claims? I still think they should have claims. Like, what are you doing with your diplomats? You're improving with me. Great job. Alright, I guess, I mean, we have the claim, so... Yay, there's our claim. Apparently we could have done this war a year ago, and we could have had, you know, more points. Alright. I think I do want to try to do these threatened wars before we do this declaration. Let's take the time to look around. France is still probably going to say no. Switzerland's is a capital, so that'll never happen. I think Venice is always going to be a no because of the relative worth. I have no... I do have a truce with Aragon. I'm tempted to like do Urgel, like to declare the Reconquest War. That's why we made him break his alliance. But I don't want the piety right now. And I also don't really want to go to war with Castile right now. It just seems easier to just continuously steal stuff from these guys. So we got 1 yes from Aragon. We can get a yes out of Tunis. We'll make it for Kabylia. That way we can maybe get onto that level 4 fort in there soon. No claims yet on Naples. Ajran I wanted to attack myself because I want the negative piety. Yemen is Shia, so we gain piety. He will surrender. I do have a claim on Ethiopia, but I think I recently did this to him. Coming up soon. I can demand land from my protectorates now. We need to do that. I totally forgot about that. We should have been conquering this a while ago. Thank you for your level 4 fort. Appreciate it. That's mine now. And any chance Count Amborno's feeling more loyal than they used to be? Yes, they're below 40, they're below 50%, so we can demand one more province. The more development that I demand, the higher the liberty desire they're going to gain. He doesn't really have very much development overall. I kind of want to get and maybe even release heir. Bludder 14. Yeah, we're still in second place score-wise. We're in first place in every position. It's just we started off so weak that it takes time. It takes time to catch up. We're beating out France. We're 70 points shy from being in first place. But I've been the #1 ranked great power for like, I don't know, probably the last 100 years or more. How does piety work and why do you want it to be negative? Piety is a sliding scale from -100 to +100. If you have +100 piety, you have missionary strength, morale of armies +10, fort defense +20. If you have -100 piety, you have +20% tax modifier, +20% national manpower modifier, and -10% tech cost. Ideally, once every 13 years, we want our piety to be at -100, so we get a 10% tech cost reduction. So, because we are 2 years away, and actually it's only 13 months away from our next tech, I'm trying to swing my piety negative for a moment so that I can get a good tech discount. So, hence we want to attack Muslim nations, Sunnis. Specifically, they have to be Sunni. It's the only way you can do it if you're doing it via war. There are random events and stuff, but you have to attack other Sunni nations. If you attack Shia or any other religion, you gain piety. Considered to be glorious in the eyes of God. To Soren, 5-3 sub. So, I'm thinking I might eventually want to release heir. I think they're a really cool culture, cool tag. They have a really special modifier that gives them plus movement speed, which is just weird and sounds fun. But heir doesn't have any cores that I can reach yet. So we'll just take Munio. Okay, Mali still says no, I think. No claim on Congo. Truce with Mutapa. Comes up next month. Probably not worth waiting on. It's not a big deal. Ajaran, would you accept a threatened war? We still have a truce until April. Okay. Yeah, I already checked this, I think. He said yes. So we've got Yemen. Hijaz also says yes, I think, maybe. He is Sunni. I would like to attack him, though. Looks like the Ottomans are pretty damn willing to defend him. What are we doing on overextension? 53%. They hold no land that's not occupied. Okay. How many threatened wars have I found that'll say yes? There was Tunis. There was Brittany one of them? No. I've forgotten now. I know France wasn't. It was, oh yeah, it was Aragon. Okay, so Aragon, Tunis. Aragon and Tunis are yeses. Yemen, that's the third. Anyone I'm missing? Castile. Castile was a yes, right? No, he's not. Okay. One more time, that was Aragon, Tunis, Yemen. Aragon, Tunis, Yemen. We have no truce with Gujarat right now. He's Shia, again, someone we don't want to attack right this second, so we'd rather just demand land. Ooh, he's got a coastal fort or the estuary. We take his, well, that's his capital, so we can't demand that anyway. If he'll accept, I will do... He won't, okay. So we're still at 3 that will say yes. Malwa, we have a truce. Assam is a no. Okay, looks like I've only found 3 that'll say yes. That's good. That's fine. I am going to take some land from Aragon because I don't want to wait. We were going to demand Sassery the next time he was willing to say yes.
I come back for the first time after your break, and you have only progressed 3 years since the start of the stream, and I love it.
Just 3 years? That's not very good. Anyway, I'm going to take Sassery. So Sassery, we're going to take Kabylia. And then the third one was Yemen. And then we're going to go over to Ayutthaya. We're going to ask him if he would be ever so kind as to give us military access. Which I'm expecting he's going to say no. Threaten war, threaten war, threaten war. No military access from Ayutthaya. What a jerk. One of those transfers was to me. So there goes Aragon's coastal level 4 fort. I'd love seeing that gone. That was this one. Okay, we're not crazy overextended or anything. And now we're ready for our war with Portugal. Just in case we have a squirrel for any reason, I'm going to take a save. 1646, 1202. Threatened 3 provinces. Alright, how much more can we get done today, I wonder? We have a couple hours. I think we're definitely going to be able to get this done. I need 8 days for a diplomat. So here's what we're doing right now that's kind of sneaky. We wrecked Portugal. He's so weak. Portugal has 79 war score for their total war score cost. We're going to pay the Diplo points to full annex him and inherit his subjects, of which he has 3 colonial nations. We're guaranteeing him. We're spending Diplo points every month right now, being over the relationship limit, to guarantee Portugal and say no one else can attack him. The colonial nations can't try to break free. They have 100%, 100%, 100%. They all want to just break free right now. But if they break free, we have to go over there and conquer them, and that's a pain in the ass. So we don't want that. So we're guaranteeing Portugal instead. But wait a minute, Arumba. If you're guaranteeing him, you can't attack him. Yeah, that's not really true. You see, you can still declare war on his subjects. And that's fine. So... you can only call primitives against independent countries. What? Yeah, none of that matters. So we're going to declare colonialism. Do we want to declare colonialism on Oregon? I think I don't want Portuguese Mexico. I think we want to declare on Portuguese Mexico, and then we like full annex him ourselves, so that he just gets kind of rolled into Bob the Wall Builder. We'll keep Oregon and we'll keep Portuguese Louisiana, but I don't want the other one. That make sense? So we're gonna declare war on Portuguese Mexico. By declaring war on a subject, we are now at war with the war leader, even though we have him guaranteed. No stab hit, no 5-year truce, no one else was allowed to attack him. And he is still the war leader. And we've got the Casus Belli colonialism. The war goal is to take that one colony, whatever. This army never did get ferried down there. We're going to try to auto-fleet transport it down to, like, Bob's nursing home. No, I don't want to use the 24th fleet that's in Lisboa. I want to use the fleet that's, like, right here. This is a non-combat stack, but he's only got 12 in the front row. However, this is an example where if you have no cav, the game bugs out. If I just send my whole army here, and I'm gonna do it just to prove it, then we're only gonna deploy 12 infantry. We have 16. We will only deploy 12. 4 infantry will not deploy. 2 of which are actually within range to flank. They just won't be on there. Just gone. Just missing. For no reason at all. And it makes me very, very salty. Never mind. Are you bankrupt? Oh god, he's bankrupt. I can't even demonstrate the bug because he's already bankrupt. Never mind. That was a little bit of a letdown. How do we still get combat? Weird. Never mind, he's bankrupt. I forgot about that. Yes, he's been bankrupt for a while. He also had that province over here. Alright, so my combat stacks are currently, what, 50 combat width? Yes, so one of these transports should go join a different navy. How many transport fleets do I have over here right now? Call this one. I have 3 transport fleets right now. This one, I think I already queued up a ship for him, though. Same thing there. We just have too many ships. Whatever, they can just fight Ming and die or something. Oregon with a 4463. That is an amazing general. How did he get that? My god. Expansion, plutocratic, economic, like he's... How did he do that? That had to be like the 100 tradition general event or something. That is one hell of a general. Transports 3. What, did I do something wrong? Transports. Thank you. Transports is a good name for ships. They're the special ed transports. We have too many diplomats right now. Scotland is somebody I need to have 2 more claims on. England's I think he'll probably stay small enough. I'm gonna try to get claims on every province that he has, but it might not end up happening. We do need to occupy Goa. Maldives is currently loyal, so he'll probably take care of that. There's a truce with Mutapa. Mutapa is not Sunni. Nepal is Hindu. We need to declare war on Ajuran, like ASAP. Get that piety all the way to negative 100. We're at the wrong number right now. That's another person I should be spying on. We could declare war on Mali. He pulls in Tlemcen. Tlemcen's also Sunni. We could attack him. Catalonia at 90% liberty desire. Oh, I'm so sorry for allowing you to exist and giving you so much money. Giving you so much land and power. How dare I? What was I thinking? You ungrateful little bastard. Yeah, I can see where the 4463 would kick Bob's electoral votes in the butt. Here's a traitor. A level 3 trade efficiency replacement seems fine. Unless, haven't forgotten to core any provinces that cause overextension, right? Okay. This province is going to be worth a little bit of war score. I guess I'll bring an army. Well, are you? I think Kasenui's marching his way down here, but I'm going to do it anyway too, just to make sure we get it. So Molten cedes a bunch of land to Jampur. Jampur is a Sunni who, while he did just grow, he grew away from me and I can't attack him. So Sunnis in this region, we've got Malwa, truce. Bengal, truce. Gujarat, no truce, but he wasn't willing to cave in. Yemen was a Shia. Hijaz, you just fight him. Adal, I think, is also Sunni. That's another guy that I wouldn't mind getting a claim on. How badly do you think we need to have a diplomat free for peace deals and stuff right now? Scotland, you bastard, your counter-espionage nonsense. He really doesn't want me to stop letting him exist, does he? He's only got 2 provinces, for crying out loud, Scotland. Just stop existing, man. Is it even important? Do we have to do it right now? Let's just do it later. If he's going to be a pain in the ass about it, we'll just wait for imperialism. I don't care. I'm not going to spy on someone with nonsensical diplomat bastards. Counter-espionage. I think he's doing that thing where it just doesn't work at all. Yeah. Autofleet transport. Doing a great job there. Thank you. I don't know why. This is the first campaign I've had where it's done that. I don't understand what it's doing, but it's just like not working at all. We need to demand their full annexation. I want all of this land. I want this. It needs to say full annexation, as far as I know. Total war score cost for Portugal is 79%, so we're missing land. Got the Azores. It's got Goa. It's gonna cost me some dip. It's gonna cost me aggressive expansion. Still not saying full annexation. That down there. Is it not going to actually say full annexation? I feel like it should say full annexation. We're at 78 war score. That should be his entire country, right? I'm not going to mess this up. I'm going to take the time to click through every single province just to see if it's like, oh, he's got a colony, and so his colony technically counts as you haven't full annexed him, and so he's going to retain his subjects and move his capital to another province. In my head here, it should be saying full annexation. There it is. Full annexation. You sneaky little bugger. If I had missed that, this would instantly become a full state, or a full province, and he would just have his capital over here, and we would get nothing. Sneaky little bugger. Yep, I'm glad you guys are in Twitch chat, helping make sure we don't make that mistake. Yep, we demand their full annexation, and I don't think I actually included the this thing yet, and I do want to, because again, I don't really want Bob to exist. Just the papacy and Ajuran are up. It's time to attack Ajuran then. Who needs leaders when you can just overrun armies? Why are you training cannons down here? You don't make sense, Portugal. You're a silly goose. So unfortunately, because I wasn't able to declare a conquest war... Actually, you know what? In hindsight, I think I probably should have still used, instead of colonialism, since I did go through the process of fabricating a claim, I should have declared a conquest war on, like, Louisiana, and then that way other provinces I had claims on, like, say, this one, wouldn't cost me Diplo points. I could have saved some Diplo points here, because right now, Bangka is probably going to cost me a bit of dip. Oh well. We're back to not full annexation, so he must have another province again. Did he start another colony? Portugal, why are you gonna be such a little bastard, huh? What have I done? It's not showing full annexation anymore. We had it a second ago. There's that province there. Those two. Goa. That. Is it the... Somehow the Azores not selected? No. Let's clear offer and try again. We'll sort by overextension. Obviously we need anything that has overextension because that's going to be non-colonies. We need that. We need that. That is a war goal, but it is not his. It's not a big deal. Don't need that. Don't think I need that. You think there's one that I can't reach between the two halves of Louisiana? Ah, yeah. He started this colony. What a little sneaky shit. Look at that. Alright, rather than do that, rather than actually siege it, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just... Can I march over there yet? Of course not. We're gonna head over to here, and we're just gonna go burn it down. I'm not gonna pay Diplo point. I would rather pay a few military points to burn it down than whatever else. Like, I don't want that colony. Gotta do this the right way, though. Gotta take our time. This is a big, it's a big win, you know, getting 3 or at least in this case 2 colonial nations as automatic subjects. They're gonna be very disloyal, but whatever. But you are right. You have found that province. Sneaky little bastard. 160 per year. Wow. He's good at colonizing. You're right. We're going to have to hold off on actually burning him down until the day we're ready for the peace deal. Until we know he's ready to accept. Otherwise, he will just send him again, and he could sneak in a province somewhere else without me realizing it. My next claim against England is going to be how much? 35. Okay, let's keep that number in the back of our heads. I just don't want to pay for a 5 development province and a 3 development province. I'd rather spend military points that we're ahead of time on to burn that down and save me dip on both of them. If I had boats over here, I'd probably burn... I do have boats here. What am I talking about? I do have a single boat here that's extra as well. You. Auto fleet transport with the 11th fleet to here, please. Yeah, perfect. That one guy's going to go over there on his own little dinghy. He's going to burn that thing down too. Oh, we already have his capital. Cool. Really? What? Which fleet is this? Where'd this fleet come from? Where'd this fleet come from? Do I have 2 fleets? I'm confused. Was that one half of this? Did I actually have like 20 transport? I thought I only had like 12 over here. Weird. Okay. Well, we have to get there and then burn these 2 down at the same time. And then I think we are ready for a peace deal because we are at 72 war score. Apologize for not handling this as well as I think maybe I could. It's just that he's flustering me a bit. We do have to occupy it to burn it down. And you have to have a military unit there. Oh, come on. Don't do this shit. Just... the boat's got to go around anyway. Just keep him on the boat, you stupid auto fleet transport bullshit. Let's see how many different islands we can land this guy on before we actually get going. Before we actually go where we're supposed to be. Game, you're trying to make me rage right now, aren't you? It's like the other day when Songhai, I kept getting disease outbreaks on like a 90% chance. At this point, though, it's my own fault, right? I should expect that kind of behavior from this game. You little shit! Stop starting colonies! God! Look at him! He's like, I don't want to die. Don't make me. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. You're gonna die, okay? Calm down. Stop it. That one's ready to be burned. This one we need like a month on. This one we also need about a month and a half on because it's gonna take time to land, and then also we have to reinforce. So 2 months to get this one occupied. Probably 2 months for the one in Africa. Who knows how many months for all of the other ones he's going to start. Because as soon as you occupy him, his colonists are free and he deploys them. So we got like 6 months until they actually like get... It takes them probably about 6 months to get where they're going. Phoesis. Don't tell me you just subscribe because you find this to be funny. You enjoy my frustration. Okay, here we've got 21 days left. Here we've got 2 months left. No, we've got a month and 39 days left because we've got to recover. First. We lose 40 men per tick. We recover 10. So actually, we're going to go from 98 to 994 next month. God damn it, game. Should have thought this through. I should have put a guy with maneuver in charge so that we wouldn't suffer the attrition. What if we like pretend like we're not sieging on the final day of the month? Right? Because then we would only suffer 30 men while recovering 20. I bet I could do it. I'm going to do that. On the 30th of the month, I'm going to pretend like I'm getting on the boats, which will save us from 1% attrition. Yeah, I can hire a merc, but it's not going to be any different than just waiting for this other troop to come up. We can pretend like we're not sieging, which means we're only going to suffer 3%. I think this will work. Yeah, I'm totally not sieging you. Totally not. Seriously, I'm not. How is it that we didn't reinforce at all? What? I'm at full maintenance. We should recover 50 men per month. If enough manpower in this country, this army will reinforce with 35 men each month in this location. I get the distinct impression that that math was weird. Do you also get the distinct impression that that math was weird? Because that math seemed kind of weird to me. Portugal, I'm not gonna stand for this any longer, okay? Don't you dare start any more colonies. He probably is. I'd say there's a very, very good chance that he is right now. It's stressing me out. Oh hey, it's Ryukyu in Canada. Alright, we need a name for this, because he's a prolific man. Bob's Top Hat, Bob's Moose. Bob's... No reinforcement when moving to boats, since Ocean has no manpower. Man-force to reinforce. Okay, but they weren't on the boats. They were still in the province. Bob's Lumberyard. Bob's Hockey. Syrup Stand. Maple syrup. I like that one. Bob's Moose Ranch. Yes. And we need an adjective for Bob's Moose Ranch. Alright, colonial subjects. Apologetic. That's great. Apologetic. You guys realize an apology is not an adjective, right? You gotta use apologetic. That way, when you declare war or you get a the treasure fleet, it'll be the apologetic treasury. Like the apologetic fleet. which is just great. All right, are we in position yet to sack and burn all the things? No, we gotta wait for this guy to arrive. On the 1st of February, it's another whole damn month, because it takes like 36 days base to land, and this guy apparently is never gonna reinforce ever. Because, for some reason, marching 2 boats, even though you're still in the actual province, makes you suffer the attrition instead of recovering. Oops. I found his army. Can't stop me now, Portugal. I'm gonna get it. 30 days. You guys ready to play the next game of Where's Portugal? Find Portugal? It's this new game. It's similar to Where's Waldo, except with Portugal instead. What you do is you just look all over the map looking for him. See where he's hiding. See if you can find him. I don't even want to start like looking around the map yet because I'm just gonna get frustrated. Here's with Korea. Gains me piety. That negative piety event was really good. Which reminds me that it's been a while. And this war, by the way, has been going on for a lot longer than I would like to admit. This war is actually taking a long time. This war's taking longer than a lot of the other wars that were like the Ming War was less than a year. This has taken more than a year. Or at least it's approaching a year. I think we're ready though. I think we're there. Unless he's colonized another province without me realizing it. In 5 days, we now have 88 war score. We demand every province that we know of. For now. Okay, now it's showing full annexation. Portuguese Louisiana cedes Aish to Ryukyu. We don't need that. So we know then, since it says full annexation, he has no other colonies. We're not going to actually take the colonies, though, because I don't want to pay the diplo points. Right now, this would cost me 155 dip. It's going to cost dip no matter what, but we can reduce that by burning the colony down. I don't want to seize it, because I don't care. I don't want it. It's less. It's 5 versus this one, which is 25. So we're just going to burn it. We're then going to burn this one. Which means that now in the peace deal, we don't need to demand Aish. It still says full annexation. Except now he's actually not willing to accept the surrender. What? How does that make sense? Why is he not willing to surrender now, but a second ago he was? Am I crazy? I swear a second ago it said green when it was at full annexation. It wasn't a red X then, right? How does this make any sense at all? The full annexation penalty wasn't there while he had a colony? But why? I mean, I guess we could pay for, like, one of them. Like, I could finish this colony real quick. We could just pay 4 dip for that province. Alright. What is that sound? It was... Oh, people are saying it was red. Shit. Okay, well, I've already reloaded the save, so... I could have sworn I saw it at green. Maybe it's because it was green until I actually clicked all the buttons and it kept being green because it wasn't a full annexation because they had hidden province. Yeah, it probably was still red. Or could it be that we lost war score? We'll find out in a second. This is very much not right. This is October of 45. I'm very confused. Like, I have like 6 save files that are actually all showing that they were last modified at the exact same time, which isn't what normally happens when I make a copy of the save. Alright, I'm gonna try something else. It's really weird. It does seem like squirrels got into the backup folder, you're right. You know what it might be? It might be that when I reloaded the save to see if we could get a rivalry with Ming, I loaded the wrong one, and then I've been making copies of the wrong file. It's a good thing we haven't had any squirrels. This is where we were. I think we're good here. This is the month right as we were about to do the peace deal. We've got a diplomat free. I still have 2 diplomats free right now. I think I had started spying on... I don't remember who. It's hot. I feel really hot in here right now. All day in front of the sun. The shiny thing. Okay. Yep, we missed out on no time here at all. We're just waiting on this siege here. Where should we spy? I think it was Songhai, actually, I might have started spying on. No, I already am. Oh, I got kicked out of Great Britain, that's what it was. This time around we get caught in Naples now. Great, there goes my tech discount. Whatever. It's not gonna make a big difference, I think, in the long run. Alright, let's confirm now again that it was red. So we gotta demand all the stuff again, so we'll do overextension, or rather war score first. Highest expensive stuff first. Then we demand his colonies. And apparently we don't actually even need to, that's curious. How come I don't have to demand Portuguese Louisiana this time and actually reach that one? Huh. Oh, well, can't explain that. Okay, full annexation is still red, yes. So he's just not ready to peace out either way. So we need more time. And, that's fine-ish. Could just merc up over here and get the siege started a lot faster. I'm worried he's going to start more colonies, and I'm going to get mad. It was unsieged before. Oh, and then because it's siege, that's what's letting us do it? Maybe we do murder this army instead. I was thinking to leave the army there so that he could actually have, like, this is going to become our subject, right? So why kill it? But if we can get a little bit of war score from battles and get more relative strength of the alliance, maybe we can convince Portugal to surrender. We just got to get this thing to the point where he's willing to say yes. You little shit. You know what? I'm gonna hire a merc just for you. He's such a sneaky little shit, you know? It's just like, how many different provinces do you think he's trying to colonize right now? All of them is the answer. That gives us 2 war score. We need to have an army in position so we can actually burn stuff down. We're at 90 war score. He's at 0 reasons now. Gotta build escape pods. That's basically what he's doing. Okay. These are all Portuguese Louisiana's provinces, not actual other things. 91, 92. He's willing to accept a thing that says full annexation. All right. I want to take another save here and see if I'm not messing this up. Don't burn it. It's not of Portugal. Oh, that's of okay. Thank you. Okay. I think we do still try to burn the stuff down. I don't want to actually pay for these things. So I took a backup save. Hopefully it actually works this time. Burn? We lose war score for that. That might make him not surrender. We'll find out. If he doesn't surrender after this. Now we're down to 91. 89. And yeah, those 3 reasons are important. Those 3 reasons are part of what makes him accept. Well, I'm gonna keep going another month or 2 because there's still a chance that he will surrender before he gets another colony in position. Actually, there we go. That occupation took us back up enough. So full annexation of Portugal, a lot of aggressive expansion, don't care, 140 dip. Totally worth it. That's what we want to see. Don't you dare finish a colony by tomorrow. The third Ryukyu Portuguese-Mexican colonial war is over. I forgot something. Portuguese Mexico still exists, and I didn't want him to exist. Because he's never going to give us another merchant, and he's just kind of useless. And he's going to clog up the interface with a relationship that I don't care about. Then again, you know that event where you get like 5% liberty, 5% tariffs or random monarch points? I suppose every extra monarch could potentially give you that, right? I guess we keep him around, it's fine. So Portuguese Louisiana is our subject now, colony of Ryukyu. They also like us because I was prepared for this. I improved relations with them. Oregon is now our subject, and they like us. Portugal no longer exists. We are way over 100% overextension. Didn't consider that. Looks like we might want to wait till August to do this peace deal anyway. Ryak 2002, thank you for your subscription. I don't really want to give this land away. I could just give it to Catalonia, but... Let's see. Considering that I am planning on moving into this node and not this node, maybe we do just give this to Catalonia. It would actually lower his liberty desire since I'll be transferring it to him. Haufwit, thank you for your sub. I think we could just give it away. Yeah. Because here's the thing. I'm thinking about it. It's a good state, right? The development's good. But I'm not going to want this land for myself because I'm going into the English Channel. And so I would never make it into a state anyway. It's currently causing me overextension problems. And, yeah. I think I'm willing to give it away to Catalonia. And ironically, doing it this way gives him less liberty desire. Making him stronger via granting province makes him like you. Doing it via conquest makes him hate you. The trade power transfers downstream don't really concern me. Yeah, he'll have some trade power in the Ivory Coast, but by the time I'm actually moved into England, I'm going to have probably 2,000 ships, and my ships will blot out the sky. There is apparently where Portugal's army was. I'll have to go deal with that. This is the Transports 2 fleet. Okay, so we're not over 100% overextension anymore. We're still trying to colonize this province, and I don't... Did I start it? I felt like I did. Didn't I? Yeah, it's at 327. This is a former colony, so it doesn't cause overextension. Is it part of an existing state? No, so there's even less reason to core it then. This one we burned down. We are at peace. Checking the integration of the Maldives. They are at 1370. They are currently disloyal. Bob's Moose Ranch still exists. That's good. Maldives, we need you to be happy, please. It's gonna have to be a prestige stack. He's really no more disloyal than he used to be. Yet he'll take that land. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and we've still got an hour and 15 minutes to then start to plot the demise of somebody else. I don't know. I'll be back in just a sec, guys. 1 second. Okay, I am back. Unfortunately, I just now realized after having left the room and then coming back into the room, it smells like bananas in here. I need to get this banana peel out of here. Otherwise, the whole room's gonna smell like bananas forever. My friend Ben will get here and be like, "Why does your office smell like bananas?" And I won't have a really good answer for him, honestly. Wow, that was quick. Oh no, he had Lisboa before, so yeah. Okay, we gotta take some time to look around and see what we can do. We need negative piety from war decking this fella. Supply here is good enough for both of our armies to be there. These two armies are ready to go up there. We've got... Apparently they don't even have a core there. That's unfortunate for him, because he's about to lose that land. It's also good for me, though, because the autonomy is nice and high. Makes the war score cost less. We're gonna finish a colony here. We're gonna finish a colony down there. We have no colonists free. Since this colony is going to be done in a couple months anyway, I feel like now is the time to recall. We just send to another province. There's some other colony that is not quite getting us a merchant. So, Portuguese Mexico. Yeah, that's never going to happen. Sorry, Portuguese Mexico. Poor guy. Look at him. He keeps on going bankrupt because he's too stupid to realize that he's not allowed to colonize. He just does a colony anyway. He's just like, I'm just going to go into debt. I don't care. It's totally worthwhile. One Republican tradition. No wonder he's in a perpetual state of bankruptcy. What should we do? First off, can we rename them, or are they not renamable because they are... Okay, alright. Portuguese Mexico is now going to be Bob's... What would be a good way to describe, like, your... trying to be politically correct slightly, your dumber younger brother. What would you call him? Bob's Beggar. There we go. We'll just call him Bob the Beggar. And his adjective is, Bob's mistake. Black sheep. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of. The embarrassment. What's his adjective? Please? Poor,
Bob's Victor Jankowski.
What? We can't use such an amazing name on something like this guy. Oh, I have Bob's the Beggar. We'll just call him Bob the Beggar. Moist. We can't keep going back to moist. Yeah, I like embarrassing. Okay. So we have a new nation. His name is not Portuguese Mexico. That's Bob the Beggar. And what do you think? Should we give him some subsidies? Should we pull him out of his eternal debt? His eternal bankruptcy, and allow him to fill in a few colonies for us? It's like 3 ducats. We could just give him 2 ducats and he'd be fine. And as far as Oregon, that's a horrible name for a subject. Every other colonial nation is Bob's, though, so perhaps we should customize it slightly better. Instead of like Bob the Beggar, we could say Bob's. I have an idea. How about Bob's handout? Yeah, that's good enough. We're just gonna move on. I don't want to spend too much time on that. So Oregon, gotta rename now as well. Oregon is Bob's what? Bob's weed. We already have Bob's hemp farm, which is code. Bob the Vagrant. Okay, so... Oh, I do have Bob the Wall Builder. That's true. I do have one that's not Bob's. That was actually, like, one of our first colonial nations, too. Then we started naming them all this way. I have no idea what is really... What's funny about Oregon? Or Oregon? Is there anything funny about it? Is Oregon like a... Is it? Oh, there's two S's at the end of embarrassing? Whoever typed it wrong then too. I don't want to think about it too much. Bob's Oregano is fine. Because we got one more to do after this, and I want to keep playing, so... And then Portuguese Louisiana is actually not Portuguese Louisiana. Bob's Bayou. How do you spell Bayou? Like that?
The new Mexican Bob should be Bob's Begging, Bob's Crippling Debt, or Bob's Beggar Brother.
Bob's Beggar Brother. What is it right now again? Okay. I did change it more than once, so... Bob's Beggar Brother sounds good. We had Bob the Beggar or Bob... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Moving on. We've got Bob's Bayou, which we get fixed at some point. It should fix on the map. I don't know, eventually. We're at peace. We have a colonist that I just retracted. We need to go one day that our colonist becomes free. And then we need to decide, where do we need to send him? So we've got Bob's Beggar Brother. He needs his handout. Let's give him some subsidies. Until the end of time, let's give him just enough money to support his colony, then he can stop crying. Actually, I want to check on the financial status of these countries. Oregon must be making money. Not much, though, actually. Former Portuguese Louisiana. Not so hot. Army maintenance. He militarized up a bit. It's because he's got a lot of men. Okay, to the end of the time, he gets 2 ducats. I have diplomats that are free right now, though, which actually makes shadow diplomating kind of hard. Adal is a Sunni guy that I want to attack, and he's also allied to Ajuran, so there's a chance if we attack Ajuran, he'll defend him anyway. He would. Let's spy on him simply because I want to have a claim on him in the future. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to give him his money now. I'll do what Portugal would never have done. So we are now subsidizing him. Suddenly, he's going to be making money for the first time in history. Alright, what else are we going to do? We're going to grab all these troops. We're going to send them to... over here. Bob's Moose Ranch. I love it. Great. It's great. We got another colony that's about to finish. And then we're back to this decision of like, which colony do we need? Can we actually help? Bob's Banana Farm or Bob's Banana Republic still doesn't give us a merchant. It's gonna give us a merchant because we're just gonna give all of French La Plata to him. I don't think I'm gonna go for an extra merchant here. It's just too much land. I'd rather just have France separate piece give me all of French La Plata. In the meantime, we've got 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, soon to be 7 provinces. So another colonist over here would be nice, although I don't want to colonize adjacent to Inca and give him the ability to tech. He still works that way, right? I think. So if not him, then who? Bob's nursing home still could use land. That's why this guy had been here. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. We'll just do that. They're gonna end up with enough provinces either way, but... Alright, let's consider that to be treated. That is handled now. Next thing to deal with is we need another diplomat. We've got enough that we can get a claim on Songhai. Is this core done? No. Is this core done? Still no. So we can't demand more land from the protectorates. Okay, we're waiting a few days then. Also, I'm gonna, again, try to take a backup save and hope that it's actually working. Yeah. Whatever problem I had made, or mistake that I had made earlier is now gone. So we're no longer ahead of time on tech. We could take Diplotech right now for only 250. We lack a good amount of spying right now. We only have a 1.1% discount. We're also not at negative 100 piety. And the Dimi are not fully influential. Is there anything we can do to sort those problems? Dimi. The problem is that I haven't really been conquering a huge amount of land myself. Maybe we give the Dimi this land? Is that going to be enough? No. Even if I give them all this land, it's only going to be... You know what? That's weird. This amount of land increases their influence by 24.4%, 0.8% influence per 1% of your total state development capped at 40%. Okay. So the Dimi just require a ridiculous amount of land. I was going to say, they already have 32% land. Normally, once you get them to about 25%, it caps out at 40 influence. But they need a lot of lands to be happy. So say I give them this, that's going to be 0.3 plus 0.4, 0.5. It's only 1.2%. I think the easiest way to actually get them influential is going to be to give them, to do one of their clickables. I'm still going to give them this land anyway, because it's going to be good for income, but... They're like 1% loyalty away from letting me recruit from them. Don't need the manpower, but that's one way I could get their influence up. The only reason that they aren't influential right now is there's this decline of the Dimi influence modifier that's not normally on there. I'm not going to do the autonomy one. That's just not an option. You have more provinces in China to hand out? I do? Where? Yeah, but these are at 0% already. I mean, I could give it to them, sure. I'd prefer to not give them 0% autonomy provinces, though. I don't even think if I gave them every province that I could actually get them up there easily. Especially 0% autonomy coastal provinces. If I give that to the Dimi, I miss out on naval force limit. So I'm trying to avoid that. I'm willing to give them these because these are, yes, they're coastal, but they're above 25%, so it doesn't really hurt me. But once they get down below 25, then it's just a penalty. So soon, I'm going to want to revoke all of Japan from the Dhimmi. I've already given them all of Ireland. You know what we really need is we just need more states. Damn it. Give me some state slots. Where are my state slots? Do that right now, actually. Well, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? We get our piety all the way to full negative. And we get the Dhimmi influential. We could save another 6 plus 2.5. Get rid of our corruption. I could save 50 admin. Make this cost 290. I don't need to core. Did any of the land that I did take from Portugal, does it cause overextension? Yes, I took Goa. I think that's going to the Maldives. We're going to turn right around and integrate it anyway, but let's spend Diplo points. They're cheaper.
States. We want states.
The Azores can't core because it's under siege. This actually is costing overextension because they started the game off with it. Banca doesn't. These are the ones we're not going to core yet. Dwarf Apple. I mean, my army will be there pretty quick. It would still be faster for me to do it manually, though. So, I think... Notice how we already have 2 more merchants to apply. Which means we also have even more trade power here, even though... even though I haven't applied the merchants yet, now, again, every single merchant you have, every single colonial nation you have that provides you with a merchant. In that list, you can see Bob's Bayou now, Bob's Oregano, giving us another 5%. And that's not just in your capital node. That's in every node. So that's why having extra colonial nations, more than you're supposed to have, is like really, really good. This song's different. I haven't heard this one in ever, I think. I guess we could steer here. Or, tell you what, I don't have any spots where I can put a merchant that helps me personally, but I could put merchants in places that weaken my enemies. And by that I mean, instead of letting this money go to Bordeaux, where it's being collected by, say, France, we could send it to Sevilla so that my subject gets the money. It seems like an appropriate thing to do. Anywhere else that we can do that? Until we actually officially migrate? Yes. We have 32% control here. We'll send all of this to the to Sevilla as well. This sounds like Stellaris? No, this song is called Sand Light Moonlight. I've got it labeled as Crusader Kings 2. I guess it could be Stellaris. Maybe I had it mislabeled. Okay, who do we have truces with right now? Malwa expires in 49. It's about a little bit over a year away. We have a truce with Aragon. We have no truce with Castile right now. We're gonna wait 8 days. We don't want to do this because we're theoretically taking tech. Negative 33 piety for this. Or... So Mali and Tunis both under the call. We already have a truce with you because we just threatened wars. That's ideal. Mali, won't surrender. If I attacked in a different angle and I attacked this way, then we could capitalize on that mothballed fort. I have a claim on Songhai. We still have a truce with him. They just demanded that fort, right? No, I didn't. It's just a longer truce. It's so hard to... There's just so many places on this map to keep track of. Mutapa. We have no truce with Mutapa. That's negative piety right there. And we have an army in position. And, of course, he's got a mothballed fort. Alright. There's our piety source. That'll put us at... Is it going to give us 33 or just 16? Oh, shit. He's not Sunni. Why did I think he was Sunni? Alright. Ajran gives me negative 16. Ottoman's still defending Hijaz? Yes. By quite a bit. It's going to have to be Ajran. Kedah has managed to escape for a while, by the way. He's over here. Kedah's being all sneaky. He's actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 little islands over here now. Because he colonized far enough away that I couldn't reach him. Except now he's going here, so we can actually get a claim on him again. How's colonization of Russia? Russia's working his way across. It'd be nice if we could stop him. I mean, the less he colonizes, the less we actually have to core. That gains his piety. Truce with Ming. Persia's Shia. Hassa is Shia. So I'm really only seeing like Mali, Kong, Songhai, Ajuran as potential Sunni victims. Maybe we attack Tunis or Tlemcen directly. If I attack Tunis, well, we have a truce with Tunis. I'd rather attack Mali. If I'm going to fight these two, I'd rather just fight one of them. I mentioned Mali's only on Tech 17. So we can take this navy down that way. Let's start off with the war with Ajuran. Okay, one final pass to see, is there... Well, actually, I could also attack the Ottomans. That is an option. I'm not saying it's a good option, but it is an option. We just needed negative piety. We could just say, negative 16 piety, go. One quick last final check to see if anyone would accept threatened wars. Brittany is getting really close to being willing to give up Finisterre, that level 4 coastal fort. It's like Savoy's chilled out on cores a little bit. Okay, we just go to war with Ajuran. It's the only thing that I can see that we can do right now. Not even very much negative piety. Am I missing anything, guys? Yeah, Persia's Shia. They're not a good one. I still think we should declare the war on Mutapa, but not until we take tech. So I don't even know that I actually want to... Maybe we... Did I start any cores after the Portuguese War? I don't think I actually did. The only one that I need to core is the Azores. I can't give that away either because it's too far away. I will have to take care of that one myself. But, pursue Portuguese separatists. Bob's Moose Ranch is looking good. Okay, colonies, colonists. That one's about to happen. Bob's nursing home's doing a good job. He's probably just gonna sort of sit there for now. Don't know where that other guy's army went. Probably over to there. It's probably a mothballed fort. No. Where's the rest of this thing's fleet? I'm confused. You 25 troops are supposed to have a fleet. What in the hell are you doing, Transports 3? Get your ass over here. Apparently when I told it to use this fleet, it decided that it was going to just wait until it could get some more men. God, I swear, Autofleet Transport is like the dumbest ever. I'll handle it. Tell you what, I'll handle it over time, slowly. Game just wants me to be mad. This fleet belongs to you two. Heidi at negative 57. I think one more war, then we declare war on like Mali after this is taken care of. Of course, I got rid of the leader that was in charge of this army because I forgot that I needed them. He's probably in here somewhere. Oh well. I heard a core complete. Was some of these? No idea. Maybe it was a Ming core, probably. We should start spying on Naples again. He kicked me out, which is really unfortunate, but there's still a chance that we can get a discount from him before you actually take tech. You know what I haven't looked at in quite a while is the integration of the Maldives. We're at 1403 out of 2496. Granted, I have given him some extra land, but what do you think? Should we just turn this policy on now so I don't accidentally forget? I don't know exactly what the number's going to be, because he's got so many spice provinces, you know, it messes all the math up. I think I'm just going to turn it on now. I'm reasonably sure he's going to get integrated within the next 10 years. So, well... you ding-dong, that was military, that's admin points. That's going to slow down my ability to get the next text, possibly, by a month. Oh well, it's fine. Don't sweat the small stuff, right? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright. There's that damn fleet. Shouldn't have ever left. This fleet belongs to those two. You guys are theoretically protecting trade in Mexico. Are you actually giving me trade power right now? You're not, so... Okay, the merchants haven't arrived yet. I want to make sure that this ends up going in the right direction, because it's not facing in, like, my direction. There's a pretty good chance that it's going to do it wrong. See? Sending it toward Chesapeake Bay, and I don't want that. I'm actually trying to weaken everyone else. And instead of sending it to the Caribbean... where I only have how much control? 31%? %67% of trade sends it in this direction. Now that I actually have a merchant here, I'm going to be able to control my direction, and I'm way stronger than he is, so it's all going to go in the right direction, but we might as well just go straight to the Caribbean, toward Seville for now. Let's take a value reading here. Current value in this node is what? What does it list the node value at in the ledger? I want to look at this next month. That is a really weird way of sorting it alphabetically. Alright, now it's alphabetical. Total value is 952. And more importantly, what we care about is the Bordeaux node. So 952 and 20. Let's just call it 10 and 20. There's multiple levels of tech behind. Hopefully this army will be alright. We'll be there on the 21st. Yeah. It's attacking with a 1-0. Crossing a river? No, there's no rivers in here. It's Africa. We'll take the... We have fire value. We have really good fire value. I'm actually going to go with this guy. Okay, 10 and 20, roughly. Let's go check now. Bordeaux now has 11. I just stole 9 ducats out of the Bordeaux node. Which we probably should have actually checked to see what France was getting out of this, but I'm pretty sure if you take 9 ducats out of Bordeaux, that's gonna bone France pretty freaking hard. Just cut his trade income by 45%, pretty much. If it's roughly close-ish. And then Seville node went to 26.56. from 9.5. So all of a sudden, there's a lot more money in there. We are... Yeah, 92.6 cents trade in this direction. 98% is used to draw a trade on. So we have like complete control here without even having to send any ships. And then over here, Brittany is still pulling some that way. I wouldn't mind putting maybe a couple of these ships into here just to screw over the Europeans. My own income is fine. I don't really need the money yet. Or rather, any more. So let's split this navy in half. Take half of it into the Caribbean. Next war is going to be with the 13 colonies, probably. We can hit both of them if we go up to here, so let's just head up to there. Bob's Bayou. I spelled Bayou right? How is Wida a center of trade? It's a slave entrepot. It's not a center of trade. Oh, there was some reason I was waiting for a few months, right? I was thinking to do tech soon. I needed enough admin points. I need to get the Demi Loyal. I need to get negative piety. We're going to declare another negative piety war. The target was Mali. We were waiting on this siege, which is now complete. You guys should dock up. I've got this distinct impression I'm forgetting something important. Mali just declared on Jollof. Damn, that means he just turned his forts on. Core the Azores. Yep, thank you. I was like, wait. I want to core it, but I want tech more. Because if I get tech, I get states. If I get states, I can make the Demi even more loyal,
How are you
right?
Positioned for the 1650 institution.
Very, very well. The 1650 institution spawns in 13 months, and it is the Manufactories institution. Year needs to be 1650. We need manufactories. There's no good map mode that I've seen that shows all manufactories, but if I just do this... so we've got this one type of manufactory here, a naval equipment manufactory. We've got two of these over here. Got a couple of these up there and there. We've got these all around here. And then all of those. We have a lot of those. Got a lot of manufactories. Not guaranteed to spawn over here, but because of how many manufactories we have, even if we don't, it'll still survive. It'll still spawn it'll spread to us very quickly. We would prefer to be the one to spawn it on the very first time, right? Because then if we do that, then we actually you get monarch points. That'd be great. This disaster is supposed to go away, if I did my math right earlier. New World colonization rights expires March of 49. 4 months away, 4 more ticks. We have room for it. 8% extra takes us to 94%, so we're fine. Didn't mess up the math. Gotta get this piety down. Adal has some pretty damn good spies, doesn't he? Espionage ideas. Surprised he didn't go after my cannons, considering they're right here and not being defended. There's so much stuff on this damn list of things. Mission's gonna be done in just a moment. Looks like he wants to come fight my army in the hills on Tech 18 versus my Tech 20. Okay. 15th. He insists. He wants to die. I don't have a claim on this yet, and I will eventually, so... Fizya! Thank you for your sub. Alright, let's just see if we can piece him out before that. We have occupied everything, I think, that, well, I'm the one that fabricated the claim, aren't I? I fabricated a claim on this province up here. Zero dip. I could give this away. I don't actually want to core it right now. I don't really care about it. I just wanted to attack a Sunni, honestly. It's the only reason we're at war with this guy. So, yeah. We could farm a little bit of prestige right now. That would be nice. Now we're at full peace. We'll give this to Betsimisraka. Okay, Piety. Negative 57. So if I can find another negative 33 target, that takes us to negative 90%. Basically, every 10 piety saves you 1% tech cost, or 6 monarch points. So, all I'm trying to do right now is just get to the point where I can take admin tech a little bit quicker. So if I declare another war, like on Tunis or something, that saves me 18 admin. Which is not insubstantial. I mean, it would be nice to have. I did turn that policy on maybe a bit too early, because that is going to mess things up. I think I was right. Look at the integration cost, 1830. I predicted about high 1700s, and then I gave him Goa. So Goa on its own was 13 times an extra 8 base is 104 times about 45%. Yeah, I think I was really close to being accurate on the actual number. My spreadsheet's almost perfect, but there's just a couple little squirrely things with where they do the rounding and whether or not it's additive / multiplicative / whatever, but Maldives will be gone soon. December of 51 is what we're projecting right now, so 3 years from now. Anyway, we can get Diplo rep higher. We could stop being overextended. That'd be a start. We could return this province to Portugal. What do you guys think? I've already taken over his colonial nation. All of his colonial nations by doing this. For 10 prestige, I could get rid of this province, not have to pay the admin points right now, wait until later on in the game when we have imperialism, and then just whatever, you know? Because this province is going to cost me not much, but it's still 27 months of being overextended. You'll never find all of his new colonies. That's the great thing about imperialism, is that once you have imperialism, then everything is zero dip, and we don't care where he spawns it. I don't need to play Where's Portugal again, because he won't have any colonial nations. He's not going to have the finances to colonize. He's got a 373 province that makes fish. He wouldn't be able to do it. I'm going to take a quick save, and we're going to do a poll. Straw poll. People are calling for a poll. It's time for a poll. Alright. Alright. William's on it! Oh my gosh, William, you woke up. Did you take some... Did you get some caffeine? Last time it took him like 10 minutes to make a poll. Good to see. It looks like my backup saves are not getting all messed up again. I definitely, when I reloaded the save at one point, I loaded the wrong one. Incoming level 8 fort. Explain to me how he's gonna afford a level 8 fort on this little island. Also, the AI will never build forts on... Well, that's not true. He will build a fort here because it's his capital. If it wasn't his capital, he would not build a fort here. At least he shouldn't, because they actually incorporated my smarter AI mod into the base game. Can you give it to Catalonia? It's possible, maybe, because he accepts the culture. Let me try. No. Normally, in order to be able to grant province, you have to have physical adjacency, sea tile adjacency, and or you already have a core on it and you're giving them the free core. Otherwise, they can't take it. Had I thought ahead and transferred control of the province to Catalonia before we did the peace deal, then yes, I could have given it to Catalonia. Did the Azores break free? No, I'm contemplating returning province, sacrificing 10 prestige so that I don't have to core a 13 development province right now, and I can get my diplomatic reputation a little bit higher, faster, so that we can finish the integration of the Maldives faster, so that we can get all of our other vassals to stop being little bitches and making me sacrifice tons of money and prestige all the time to make them happy. Because I've let them get really strong. Look at them all. They got 45 troops here, 39, 25, 51, 40, 36, 40. Look at their incomes. This guy's netting 760 after having his huge army. Netting 4. Orissa's losing money right now. Netting 4. And his Senwi's losing money right now, but... You know, like they're... Sell it for 0? Ah, that's a good point. I don't think you can sell land to your vassals. When you go here, it says you can't sell to subjects. Instead, you're supposed to use Grant Province. I could sell it maybe to Castile. Let's try that. Let's wait a month or so, and then we'll try to sell it to somebody. We can't sell it to our subject. I know for sure we can't do that. But you're right. Castile might, because Portuguese is in the same culture group. It's not the exact same culture. It's not an. It would have to be. You're not Empire tier, are you? You are not the right nation. He's Kingdom tier, so that means that he doesn't accept all of the Iberian culture. So he would have to already accept Portuguese culture, and he has no Portuguese culture provinces. I'm thinking it's not going to happen, unless maybe Tlemcen accepts Portuguese. Nope, he doesn't. We'll just. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna get rid of him. It's fine. I don't think he's gonna be able to colonize. I just don't want to pay the coin cost for it. All I wanted was his subjects. That's the whole reason we did that war. The whole reason we guaranteed him for like 7 years. The whole reason that we did everything was just to inherit his subjects so we could get more merchants, so that we could get more trade power everywhere, and weaken the crap out of all of the Europeans by blocking them from getting any trade income. So, I feel like 10 prestige is such a transient thing. It's so not valuable to me at all that for 10 prestige, I'll conquer him later with imperialism. It's not a big deal. Democracy is dead. What did the straw poll say? The straw poll said 56 to 44. You know, I'm reminded of a few recent votes in history. They were roughly that close, where things didn't go quite the way you would have thought they would. I don't see any problem with it. Do you? The issue isn't... Why do I care if Portugal colonizes? Here's the thing. Okay, you're saying, okay, he's going to colonize. That's bad, right? No, it's not. Because even if I core... If I attack him later on with imperialism, and I take over all of the land that he colonizes, you don't have to core it. You can still get the 3 tag, the World Conquest thing. You don't have to have cores. You just have to own every province and have no other tags. And since colonized provinces never cause overextension, it doesn't matter. It's not going to make me spend more monarch points to deal with Portugal. Whereas right now, Now I have better Diplo rep, or rather I will have better Diplo rep sooner, because I have less overextension, which means we can actually integrate this guy faster, which actually directly affects things. Like, it's... I think you're thinking about it the wrong way. There's no real... 10 prestige means nothing. Having another nation out here doesn't matter. For all we know, Tlemcen's gonna go full annex him next month. I don't care. It's not a big deal. Yes, we paid... Yes, we did end up paying some Diplo points, right? 13 times 3 cut in half because of influence. So I paid 20 dip to take that province, or 19 dip is what that was. But that was just the cost of getting to 3 colonial nations. That's... If you had a button where you could press a button that, you know, for 19 dip, or for whatever the number of dip it was, 150, you just suddenly spawn 3 diplomatic, 3 subjects, would you click it? I think the answer is definitely yes. How much faster is the integration? It went from 11 per month to 12 per month. Now we're looking at September of 51. Sure, that's only going to save us 3 months, but the sooner we get it gone, the sooner we get annexed subjects off. The sooner we get it gone, the sooner we're over the relationship limit by 1. The sooner we get it gone, the sooner I stop having to deal with keeping subjects in line. I feel like 3 months is actually a sizable reason. Next, moving on. We're moving on. This will actually let me get all the way down to 0% overextension right now as well. Subjects have high liberty desire. It's just going to be no on that. We have enough, we can get one more claim on England. Is the total war score cost for England still less than 100%? Yes. Is it still all centralized right here, like I left it? Let's find out. We've got 12.01 plus 7.4 plus 27.79 Made a mistake in my calculator here. Damn it, stupid calculator. I think it's all right here. I don't think he's colonized anywhere else. I don't know. You do the math. Was that enough? I think it's all right here. We have no truce with this guy, or rather it's coming up soon. And we're gonna do the same thing that we just did to Portugal with England. England's gonna have Newfoundland and the 13 colonies. We're gonna pick up 2 more subjects. So I've intentionally colonized Bob's Moose Ranch, so that we already have our own colonial subject. He's gonna have a colonial subject. We already have a nursing home. He's gonna have a nursing home. We'll call it the second, you know, the assisted living or something. Sorry. Looking at that calculator, I was like, what is going on? Like, it stopped adding math halfway through or something. It was weird. France still doesn't want to surrender stuff. Assuming you still don't want to give up provinces. We already did it to you. We are looking... Oh, that's right. We're going to attack you. No, we're not attacking Tlemcen. We're attacking Mali, because attacking Mali means we only fight... The other guy's only a negative 16, though, versus this one being a negative 33. Huh. Or we could just wait until May of next year. We could attack this guy for the piety. I'm just having a hard time finding people I can get negative piety on right this second. It's not that big of a deal. I don't have to do it. We just take the negative 16 with Mali. Should we? Or should we just not worry about it? Is it not worth the effort? Just declare on Kebab. Kida is a guy that I can spy on, but I don't have a claim on him yet. So I would have to, I'd have to wait for that. I think I'm just gonna not. 16 pi, that's 1.6%. That's like 9 points. I'm not gonna declare a war on 3 nations or 2 nations just so that I can save 9 points. I think that we do hold off on this for a moment. I do want to get the Demi loyal. We just wait until we can click this button. And then when we can click that button, then we get more states. We give territory to the Demi, which makes the Diplo one cheaper. And this damn disaster needs to stop flashing at me. Okay, we got 15 minutes. I still also want to demand more land from the other guys, from this guy, before he stops being a protectorate. But we got to do that. That's fine. Don't you dare, chat. Relax. Don't start trying to say, oh, I just told you so. It doesn't matter. That's surprising to see how much land Ethiopia had conquered from the Mamluks. Normally, that's not normally Ethiopia's land. You start at least one more war before you leave? Quite possibly. Brittany is now colonizing. Entirely possible we could find another proper pious nation to attack. We could just wait for Songhai, May of next year. There's our mission. There goes the disaster. Excellent. So the merchants can continue to be upset. There's colonized Lobach. Lost colonialism against France. I can't make the merchant guilds happy just yet, but they're no longer causing a disaster. The national tax modifier for the Ulema is not that good. I think we will establish New World missions. Maybe. Now, in February of next year, the decline of the clergy will go away, and then they'll be influential again. Let's not do a 20-year fix for a 5-year, for a 1-year problem. Conquer Gabon. Gabon. While that is tempting, that is a pious war. Turn Lombok into a city. No. It has been a little while since, let's try this thing again. I need to spend all my money without actually spending all my money. I haven't seen it in this campaign. What happened to the mission? I swear I did it one time. Like, the mission that we need to accumulate money. Where you gain prestige. What? Why am I not able to trigger it anymore? Is that like a once per campaign type thing or something? I don't know. Malwa. Sunni. I knew there'd be somebody. I knew we'd find somebody to attack. Ugh, that takes 37 days to come back from? Yuck. As long as England's not counter-espionaging me, I guess we'll keep on spying on him. I have 2 siege stacks adjacent to Malwa. Malwa is allied to Bangladesh, who is a non-factor. Of course, his forts are mothballed, because why wouldn't they be? We'll swing these 2 armies over here as well. They'll arrive late. He is... 1 tech behind me, so he might actually be able to contest by siege stacks. I might need to combine these onto one location. But they're safe. You think it can appear when coming out of loans? Nice. Negative 33 crime against Allah. Now that's what I'm talking about. Maldives are still loyal. They're also very close to being integrated. September 51, we're at 1507 out of 1803. It seems like it's just amazing how fast they're getting integrated, but whose claims are we even using here? All 3 of his claims would be part of states that are non-coastal. If I'm going to make something into a state, next admin tech, I'm going to probably want it to have a minimum of like 50 or 60 development, and preferably coastal. And actually, I want to save a lot of state slots for the for the move to Europe. Eventually, when we move into the English Channel, I want every single state that I can get that's reasonable in the English Channel. They should all be good, right? So we're looking over here. How many states are there in the English Channel? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next admin tech, we gain 12. So, I mean, I'm gonna need to save slots, right? To use over here, unless some of these states are trash, right? Like we don't need all of them, but definitely the ones with the estuaries we want. So any state with an estuary. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And still some of them are gonna have like even just like a little 3 province thing. It's got it's actually not as much development as I would have expected. But some of them are gonna be solid high 60s for development. Probably wouldn't take Wales. That's probably a trash one. Sorry, Wales. Sorry if you're Welsh. We'll figure that out when we get there, but some of these upcoming state slots need to be reserved for that. However, what I'm looking at here is, do we declare and actually use Maldives cores? Maldives claims, and then just give him these, or not? And this is a great state. Look at the development in this thing. Jeez. 35, 46. These two make 30, 65, 71.
3-month spreadsheet, man.
Jesus, 91 development in this state. Good God. That is a high development state. I don't know if I've ever seen a development state, a state with that much development. This one, though, I don't care about. He doesn't actually have a claim on that one, though. That's a lot of development, isn't it? Doesn't 91 seem like really high? What's the highest development state that I have right now? I have Central Korea worth 103. My second place is the Lowlands, which is not a state. What? Where the hell's the Lowlands, and why is it not a state? Is it over here? It is. Why have we not immediately made this into a state already? 76 development. So much. Meanwhile, we've got North Tennesserim with 20. I think that was like this one, yeah. And that's mostly because I've just not finished this core. This is a pretty good one. It's actually not horrible. It's 20, 40, 50. It's a 50 development state, so that's not a bad one. It's just I don't have a lot of that land yet. Tohoku is 3 provinces. Anyone have any idea where Tohoku is? The system is so bad for actually finding your crap development states. I've already forgotten the name of it. Tohokum, right? No. Yes. Tohoku. That sounds kind of Japanese-ish, right? Yeah, so look at that. So this, we inherited. We inherited this state via annexation of Japan. It is a sunken cost. It is a sunken cost to think that abandoning this state would be bad, right? I was going to pay the same Diplo points to integrate Japan no matter what. So even though, yes, they're full cores, and abandoning the state means that I'm giving up 20-some development worth of stuff, I'm not losing anything. I didn't really spend anything. It just is what it is. You can't consider the Diplo points or the admin cost that you would spend if you were to core it, if you wouldn't have cored it anyway. Does that make sense? So I'm kind of leaning towards maybe revoking this from the Dimi. Not right now, because we need them to be happy, but actually, we don't need them to be happy. We need them to be influential. It's different. But revoking Tohoku and then giving it to Scotland seems very worthwhile. Batak. What does Batak sound like to you guys? Sounds kind of Vietnamese to me. No? Indian? African? Polynesian. It's over here. Huh. That's a surprisingly low development area. I would probably be willing to get rid of that. I mean, granted, it is an accepted culture, but whatever. We might not have to do that. I'm just thinking out loud about it right now. Why are we losing so much money? I feel like our income is not as good as it used to be. We're rooting out corruption way harder than we need to. So the question right now is, do we just declare this war, get our piety down? That's what got me on this topic. I'm a little bit distracted right now. I keep looking at the clock thinking, I gotta go, but at the same time, it's not quite yet time, so... The question at hand, what got me on this topic was, do we declare using the Orisan claims or the Maldivian claims? Because the only ones that are going to be zero dip are the one that I declare based on. So the question is, do we give the lands to Maldives? And if we need to, pause the core so that he can integrate it. And I'm really liking the idea of keeping this actual state. So maybe... Or do we go for these 3? I think maybe let's make the decision based on how much total development we get out of the war. We get 40 development if we use the Orisan claims. Versus going this way, we get 30, 40, 44, and this guy's integrating soon. I think we go with the Maldives. Orissa, Maldives finishes faster, penalty goes away faster. Okay, so you're using the argument then that the sooner we finish the integration of the Maldives, the sooner we get the diplomatic annexation penalty for recently annexed subjects, the sooner it goes away, the better. That is true. Marathi is not an accepted culture in the Maldives, so it would take him a solid, probably... Let's see, he doesn't have it. I've given him so much land in the last 50 years that he still doesn't have development efficiency. He's on admin tech 13. He's 7 techs behind in admin. I've given him that much land to core. He does have administrative ideas though. And a claim, so that's negative 35% cost. So he could core this in 24 months, even with it being a wrong culture. Orissa can't possibly accept Marathi. Or Kannada. I'm gonna go with Malwa. Or sorry, Maldives. I understand the argument. You're saying that the sooner we get it done, the sooner it makes sense. But I'm looking at it more like I want this state within the next like couple months, because it's 90 development. I want it to be a real state for me right away. And he's going to be able to integrate faster, and I want all of this state as much as I can. We'll only be missing 6 of the development. Of course, that's assuming he has the admin points on hand to core it, which he might not. Alright, fine. We're just going to use Orissa's claims. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Perhaps we should wait until we get another army over here. Or at least wait until the 1st of June so that we have the diplomat free right on hand. Possibly even wait till June 5th so we can see if we get a new mission once we're not overextended at all. Not being overextended definitely does affect available missions. Just feed both vassals? Can't do that. If I try to do that, any land that I try to feed to the opposite one whose claim we use, we end up paying Diplo points for their claims, even though it's still Conquest. Don't ask me why, I don't have a good explanation for why. That's just how it works. I want to see if we get a new mission on the 5th. No. Turns out that waiting was pointless. Another good argument for why to use Orissa, maybe, is, will he be more loyal? I'm just concerned about the Maldives actually being able to core the land, so I'm gonna go with Orissa. I thought that was the fort we were going to siege. Oops. How come none of you mentioned that we were completely out of position and that none of this is actually part of the war? He does have multiple forts, they're just way up there. So wait a minute, you're telling me I can go through his land, but I can't go through his land this way? Okay, that's why, right? It's because we don't have military access to Gujarat. I know how this game works, I swear. Let's put our highest maneuver guy over here. Let's put our best combat guy. Which is probably going to be the 3-1. And have him go up to that mothballed fort up there. He'll be there before the end of the month, I'm almost 100% sure. Army size is totally fine. He's got 11k infantry. I don't think he'll even engage this. He's just going to let me take his level 4 fort. That one is fully maintained. It's going to get 1 troop. It's completely obsolete, so it's not going to provide any siege bonus at all. My stacks should have no issue beating him down. Oh, that's right, there was a fort here. Crap. Wait, and he had actually turned that one on in the prior month. You should have declared last month. Oh well. Fine. Not going to be a big deal in the long run, is it? Not really. Not if we snipe the level 4. And because he doesn't actually have any forts in this area, let's just make sure that we get these provinces occupied as quick as we can. Korea has civil war. We have the ability to take tech. What I'm trying to decide now is, do I just try to give stupid amounts of land to the Dhimmi? Or, hold on, what if I quickly revoked this land from this trashy state up here, how much loyalty and influence would we lose? It would go down by 0.2, 0.2, and 0.3. So it's 0.7. They lose 0.7 influence, taking them down to 55.5. But then I would be allowed to revoke this as a state. Then I would have a state slot available. I could give that state slot to here. If I then, without doing the cores, we're not gonna actually core it yet, and I can't afford to do that. But if I turned this into a state, no, that's bad. You can't give it to a state until it is full cored. I was thinking maybe I could give them these big, huge, fat, juicy provinces and somehow get them up to the right number. But the game does this really weird thing where you can only give a state, give a province to an estate without any core at all if you have made it into a state and had all of the land stated. Like for example, let's use we could use this one as an example, Somerset. If I turn Somerset into a state, if I state it and then core this, then when I conquer Cornwall, Hampshire, and Kent, I'll be able to give those straight to an estate without any core at all. Not even a territorial core. I can just give it right away. And I think it's a bug, but it can be taken advantage of. In this case, though, because none of it is a state, that won't work. So the simpler option is probably just to do one of these things. Right, just recruit from them, we lose some loyalty, we find a couple more provinces to give them to make them more happy, and then we do that. I do think it's worth it for the discount. We have more force limit. I have too much manpower. It's a weird problem. Turns out we might not need quantity ideas after all. Okay, they're now more influential, but they need a little bit more land so that they can be happy. That's a gold mine. I want to give him that. Unfortunately, it takes a moment for that to update. It's not going to be on there. We have to do one extra diplomatic interaction with the Dhimmi before it calculates it properly. Now it'll be up to date. Or not. Apparently giving them an extra province actually didn't update it. I thought that it would. I still don't quite understand exactly how that works then, because it should, I swear, have updated. Whatever. We let a day tick. Did it update now? Apparently you just have to let a day tick. It's not about doing one more interaction, it's wait a day. Final question. Do we declare one more negative piety war? As in, like, attack Malwa. Just so that we can save those extra 6 admin points by being all the way at negative 100 piety. Or is that not worthwhile? I could attack Mali plus Tlemcen right now. Well, let's wait a couple more days and we can actually see if the what the alliances would shake out before we actually try to make the decision. That would be not a good idea. Fighting 2 people for 6 admin, that part seems kind of silly. Tlemcen's bad idea. If we had that claim on Kedah, then that'd be a great war. We just attacked Ajuran. My subject is an idiot and he won't fabricate claims on Mombasa. I hate my subjects sometimes. Can't attack Adal, can't attack Ajuran or Mombasa. We already just attacked you, can't attack Bengal. Yeah, I think we don't want to attack anybody then. Okay, so that in the case, then we're going to take tech. Pretty happy with the overall discount. 295 admin for current level tech is a pretty good deal. We'll take that one first. $202 for that one's not bad. Probably should have taken a save before taking the tech instead of after, but oh well. 1649, 07, 06. Took medium and dip tech. There's our negative corruption modifiers, which is great. And we're ahead of time by like 12 years on all techs. We might as well just take some money from these guys now. There's no reason to keep them loyal. We'd rather that they tick up than down. So let's take some money. And then actually turn around and now revoke land from them, because they don't need this much land, and we want them to be as close to 40 now as we can, so they take up as fast as they can. So any land that I didn't just recently grant them, which is going to be these, or like these ones over here, we can now revoke back again, get our naval force limit back up. It's a tedious thing, I agree, to try to min-max your stuff. It's not really an ideal province for them. Does this make a good trade good? It's just fish. We can revoke 1.8% more loyalty worth of land. Probably going to be best to head up to Japan. It's where we're going to have the ones that are closest to 0%, I think. Maybe find a trade good. There's some really good trade goods up into here, where it'd make more sense to like give them to just somebody else. Or perhaps instead we go the other way and we try to make the no, I do. I want to make the burgers loyal if I can. I'm sorry I'm taking so much time on this. I know. It's just, this is the kind of thing that unfortunately you do need to spend a lot of time on. This is what it is. Do that one. Ireland is another place that I should consider checking on to see if it makes sense to do other things with. Okay, so it is. Ooh, it's 5:12. A lot of people in chat are for some reason wanting to see my ideas. They're the same as they've been every stream. Still, there's exploration, humanist, influence, administrative, diplomatic. Next idea, possibly quantity. Depends. Probably, maybe even not. I'm starting to feel like we have enough manpower. We might not even need it. But with that last level of tech, what did we gain? I've already forgotten. We gained 10 states, 12, excuse me, states. We gained, is that it? Is that all we gained? Ooh, I want that. Now is the time where I'm actually really going to strongly consider finally curtailing the nobility. Once we get a few more admin points, I do think it would be nice to be an absolute monarchy. Real quick, let me just look this up. This will be the very last thing we do, because I really do have to go. I'm on a timeline today. But E4, monarchy, types. Government types, monarchies, constitutional, or absolute monarchy is plus 5% discipline, minus 1 unrest, and then minus 0.1 monthly autonomy. It's either absolute, there's only 2 government types that I'm really interested in. Either being an absolute monarchy for the autonomy decay, discipline, and national unrest, or, surprisingly, going back to a despotic monarchy, which doesn't get nearly as much autonomy decay at empire tier. It's only 0.025. You still get the national unrest minus 1, and you also get minus 10% unjustified demands. The reason why that one's kind of tempting now is because we don't actually have imperialism yet, but we're going to have it soon. That's like, what, Tech 23, I think? It's in here somewhere. It's called like Advanced Casus Belli or something. I don't know where they hide it. I can never remember if it's 22 or 23. But when we get that, that makes unjustified demands useless. So the absolute monarchy, now that we have unlocked absolute monarchy, that's kind of tempting. To do that...
Constitutional monarchy for the parliament, cheaper diplomatic annexation issues.
Really? I wasn't aware that there were diplomatic annexation multipliers from constitutional monarchy. So you're saying maybe we should just wait until constitutional monarchy at Tech 22 instead? Let's see what the bonuses are real quick. Here's what I'm looking at, by the way. Constitutional, 5 years of separatism. It's not a problem. We have no unrest ever. Yearly legitimacy's trash. Monthly autonomy's pretty good. Parliament is actually really good. Any province you give to Parliament gives more stuff, which is fine. And you can give out tons of them. You could practically treat it like it's just like plus 10% all the things. The parliamentary issues are what? What can we do? Seems like there's a lot of micro to deal with it, but monthly autonomy, culture conversion cheaper, production efficiency. Whoa! That's a sizable modifier. Wow. A random subject gains the opinion modifier closer ties. Okay, yeah, nope, yep, sold, done, that's the one. There we go. That's gonna have to be it. I didn't realize it was gonna be that significant. I thought maybe it was like minus 5 or 10, but yeah. Alright, let's win this siege, and then I'm gonna have to put it in a cut in the episode. Let's also go back to spying on Kedah. I want to get that last little bit of negative piety the next time it comes up. Is that one difficult to achieve, that parliamentary issue? But last time I was a parliament, it was never really a problem. At least one of the following. Have 2 vassals, at least one of the following. Either 2 vassals, 2 unions, or 1 vassal, 1 union, and you need to be a monarchy. So it can just happen apparently all the time. It's always an option. It's not going to apply a thing to a random subject. It's saying a random subject gets plus 25 opinion with a yearly decay of 2. The diplomatic annexation looks like it's a global type thing. That's dumb. No. Don't care about your national unrest minus 1. We are the Ryukyuan people. We don't deal with issues like that. Nobody rebels in our country. What are you talking about? Why is no one sieging this stuff? Don't tell me you stopped being loyal. The rigged treasure fleet. I still love that. Alright, we officially occupy a fort in the area. We'll transfer this to Orissa. We will go and start sieging the less defensive fort, or let's go to the fort near his capital. Do we have military access through Gujarat yet? No, which means we can't get onto his capital. Go back and hide in our fort. Apparently this army is now stuck because it occupied that province. Fantastic. Get a nice 70% defensiveness guy there then. Oops. We're gonna have to do a little shuffle here to get these guys to merge up. Okay, but I wish I had time, but I don't have time. I don't have time to actually finish this war. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, cool. I've got to wrap it up here. Thank you for coming to the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again in the next session or the next episode. Keep in mind, there are no streams for the next, like, 6 normal scheduled streams. Check the subreddit if you want to know the exact dates. It'll be like two Thursdays from today that I stream again. So, all right, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you again next time.